One, two, three. Well, you know, guys, it's almost the end of the Orange football season. Thank God. But you know what? Another week, another punchline. Because you know what? If a Rodney Dangerfield, Sam Kinison, or other legendary comics were still alive, boy, would they be having a lot of fun. All we've been this year has just been one big punchline. And what a way that thing ended. Another punchline. You know, Culpepper, we have a chance to tie the game, maybe send it into overtime. And I mean, he goes running around, he's undecided. Oh, what am I going to do with this ball? Oh, what am I going to do with this ball? Instead of running out of the pocket and maybe throwing it out of bounds, going for a chance for one more play, boy, he goes back and he's dropped for a loss. And what does he do? He either lost track of the downs or whatever. What does he do? He gets up, he spikes the ball on fourth down. Spikes the ball. Boy, typical of Syracuse 2020 football. Who's the coach? Dino Babers, Gilbert, Kavanaugh, or is it Bubba J? Yeah. On Thanksgiving night was Jeff Dunham's first new comedy special in a long time. And one of his characters is Bubba J, your typical redneck. You know what? I kind of wonder if there's some rednecks on the squad who basic thing is to, hey, let's study the playback book and, let's drink beer. We're gonna make up as we go along, 'cause hey, we don't know what we're doing. You know, that's typical of this year for Syracuse football. Do they know what they're doing? I don't think so. All it is just one big mess. One big freaking mess. 'Cause that's all it is. All we've done, commit mistakes. All we've done, undisciplined play. All we've done, no push from an offensive line that is, well, offensive. No good running game, no good passing game from an offense that is offensive. But I think now, the defense is starting to get its act together. At least the defense knows what it's doing. But you know what? We've had to put up with this nonsense all year. And good riddance to this football team for this year. Yeah, they had to field a team. But you know what they fielded? Bunch of knotheads, a bunch of Bubba J's, and a bunch of 'cause that's all it is. I'm stopping just short of calling them failures and losers, 'cause a lot of them are freshmen and a lot of them are sophomores. They're getting experience, yeah, but this isn't Syracuse football. This is Keystone Cops football. This is Three Stooges football. This is a football on how not to be played. Unbelievable. Now let's go from talking about the football team to the basketball team. You know, they were in quarantine until about a day or two before the game, but they tipped off against Bryant. And you know, it just seemed pretty sterile when you don't have nearly 30,000 fans in the dome. And also, hey, when you don't have a lot of practice, it shows. Bryant nearly upset the Syracuse basketball team. At least SU's women's basketball team looked pretty good in its opening game against Stony Brook. At least Quentin Hillsman had them really ready. Of course, these guys didn't practice, so hey, they didn't really look ready. And of course, coming up, we got Niagara and we got Ryder coming up on the schedule. And also, we're down a player. Yes, Ramasidabe is out for about 4 weeks because of a torn meniscus. Some say, oh, he's out for the rest of the year. But some are saying 4 weeks. Hey, let's pray it's only 4 weeks. But I mean, hey, interesting way to begin the basketball season, nearly losing to Bryant. And now, but Buffalo's football team has got an interesting conundrum. Yeah, San Francisco is the next opponent. Well, a pretty good but ugly win over the Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, how can you it up 3 times in the final quarter and nearly lose? And yet, what is going on with the secondary for the Bills? That's the second consecutive game they've given up a Hail Mary pass, although thankfully it didn't affect the outcome of the game. But 2 straight games giving up Hail Mary passes, that's not defense. That's bad coaching. The secondary coach ought to get a real good reprimand, or you know what? Next time it happens, he's out of there. 2 straight games giving up Hail Mary passes. Oh well. Of course, hey, maybe our prayers will be answered, and this time no Hail Mary's gonna be answered on the field. But I mean, this is gonna be an interesting game, because Santa Clara County, where the 49ers home stadium is, passed a thing saying, hey, there can't be any sporting event, can't be any gathering. So guess where the 49ers and the Bills are going to be played? In Arizona, where one of those Hail Mary passes were completed. Well, let's hope there is a little bit of redemption. As you know what, the 49ers are put down a few people, especially Garoppolo, who's out for the season. Nick Mullins is the 49ers quarterback. And I mean, hey, he's improving by a week. But you know what? It's going to be an interesting game between the Bills and the 49ers. We'll see. And of course, everybody's talking about the possible rollout for the COVID vaccine. Yeah, I mean, there's now 3 or 4 companies that now say, hey, we got an effective vaccine, so let's roll it out already. Of course, they got to have certain parameters. And of course, hey, they got to do all of this, they got to do all of that. Well, you know what? Change is on the horizon. Hope is on the horizon. As you know what? Nightly after nightly, it's all woe is the world because of all this COVID. And of course, our friendly governor saying, hey, we could hit the pause button again. And if they hit the pause button again on me, it'd be like this. Yep. Thank God for the sound. Oh, well. But you know what? Somebody ought to hit the pause on that schmuck himself. That's all he does. Hey, I'm going to talk to you real nice. No, you're going to talk to us real condescending, you twit. I think I've had about enough of you, and so has everybody. So let's roll out this vaccine. Let's get it going, folks. And you know what? It's now no longer Thanksgiving, and I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, as now it's time for Christmas. Yeah, we've already had the Grinch on. We're about to have Rudolph on. And we're about to have the countdown of all the Christmas movies on Lifetime networks. But why does everybody want to continuously watch Christmas movies every day on Lifetime until it's Christmas? Oh, what the hell. We've got people there that'll watch things continuously for life. Well, you know what? They need to get a life. And that's all I got on life this week.